Hey, it's Nev again. I'm just going to go through the route that I choose for the any percent run using the Ranger class. This is the route that I think is the fastest to get to the Hollow King. So you start in Squire, use the portal there to get to Dusty Junction, and then from Dusty Junction the portal will take you to Fort Finch. There's only one, so you just get straight to Fort Finch. From Fort Finch, you want to take the portal up top that is next to the Guildmaster Rudyard. I don't know how you say it. Anyway, he's standing next to the portal. That's the portal you want to use, and that'll take you to Shrieking Sands. The portal you want from Shrieking Sands is the portal that's inside of a ditch. There'll be another portal like on surface level that's not the one you want. That'll take you to this place over here. I forgot its name, but that'll take you there. The one you want to take is the one that's inside the ditch, and that will take you to Garnet Peaks. Shrieking Sands is also where you get your first piece for the first boss you're going to fight, the Worm God or something like that. You get the piece from here doing the quest, and that'll take you to Garnet Peaks. Garnet Peaks is where the sculpture is of the Worm God to activate to get to Worm Pit. So that's considered the portal of this place. So you put the piece in the eye in correctly, and then it'll open a portal, and then you can get to Worm Pit, and you can kill the Worm God, and that will be the end of the blue stone portal pieces. You won't need any more after this section. And then after you kill the Worm God, he'll have a portal at the bottom, and that'll take to Landlubber's Leap. The portal you want in Landlubber is typically next to 2. He has like a little, I don't know, a weird like cage dungeon skull shop area, and then there'll be some stairs going downstairs, and you want to just go downstairs and keep following the kind of dungeon route to the portal, and there'll be like fallen pirates, the ones with the guns, and the guys who jump at you. He too is like opposite Thirsty Joe, so if you ever get lost, if you find Thirsty Joe, he's like the opposite shop over. He doesn't say anything, but he's just a guy there. And you just go down there, and it's that portal you want to get to Angler's Wharf. Now, I have had in the past the one that's underground also spawn outside. Sometimes the dungeon gets like messed up and there's no way for you to go. And if you go back to the surface, there's another portal. I'm not sure, like, from if that ever happens to you, like which one specifically you're supposed to activate. So if you're ever in doubt or you feel like there might be some issue, then you can use the bomb strats to just like recycle your stone pieces. If you're not too sure what that is, I have another video explaining what that is. I call it bomb bouncing. It's kind of like a way you can recycle your pieces. Anyway, if you go underground and you find the portal, that will take you to Angler's Wharf. From Angler's Wharf, it's the portal on top. On top, it's not underground anywhere or inside any dungeons. It's the one on top. That'll take you to Morella Marshes. Morella Marshes is the portal you want. Is underground. It's quite obvious underground because there'll be like torches and stuff like showing you that this is like a way into a cave, and that's the way that you want. You kind of look around there and find the portal. I usually look for like the blue light, like an obviously blue light, and like a dip in the ground, because it's usually a drop, and then there'll be like some sort of thunder bat thing that can electrocute you, and the portal will typically be there. And then from that portal, it takes me to North Point. North Point, they'll have 2 portals. You want to activate them both. Um, and then from there, I go to Broadside Bay. I do the quest mission to get the next boss piece that you'll need for the sculpture, just like the redstone. I forgot its name. And then I go to Ghost Light Maya. And again, that's on the surface level, so just look around for the portal somewhere on the surface level. You'll find it. And that'll take you to Yoren's Outpost, and Yoren's Outpost is where you'll find the dragon sculpture, where you got to put the piece in to get to the dragon boss. And then you fight the dragon, you kill the dragon, and there'll be a portal at the bottom. And again, this will be the end of your Yellowstone species. You won't need any more beyond this point. And then once you go through the portal that spawns after you kill the boss, you get to the Great Scar. From the Great Scar, there'll be a portal on the surface level, and then that'll take you to Pockmark Plains. The one in Pockmark Plains is inside. I can't remember the guy's name, but inside a building. It's like typically in the center of the map. There'll be like a double doors that you can go in, and then there'll be some stairs going downstairs, and then typically you just follow the dungeon route um, towards the portal that you'll find below. That's the one you want. There'll be two outside, but that'll take you to like here and here, and I've not found them faster. So I typically take this one, the one that's underground in the dungeon. If you've uh, gone through the entire dungeon and you still haven't found the portal, make sure you occasionally, at the ends of all the doors that you open, once you hit the end, like there's no more doors to open, make sure you look up because sometimes there's like these metal grates, and if you just knock them, like if you just destroy them and then build a dirt bridge up, like a stack your dirt up to get to the top. Sometimes the portal's there, and it's kind of confusing when you first do it. But once you kind of realize that it does that, you'll be able to find the portal area much easier. Then that takes you to this place, which I think is called Faceta. I don't know the exact terminology. And then that one's very similar to Morella Marshes one, where it's like underground, and it looks exactly the same. It looks like a very obvious underground area where there's like torches and stuff like that, where it looks like this would be the best place to go into like a mine or a cave of some sort. So you just look for the torches and you go underground. Again, very similar to Morella Marshes. You're just kind of looking around to see which like where the portal area is. Look for kind of blue lights. Blue lights are a good indication that the portal's kind of there, or this is a kind of subsection that will take you there. You'll kind of the more you do it, is the more you'll understand the underground system. Then you go to Glimmerglen. You just get to the top. I prefer to use rockets to get to the top, but however you want to get there, it's how you get there. And it's the portal right at the top, next to I forgot the woman's name, Grandmaster Grand Magus. I think it's that one. Um, yeah, I think it's that's the one who's at the top. It's pretty obvious. Then Loon Landing. It's on the surface level. So again, you just activate the portal on the surface level, and they'll take you to Sea of Stalks. And from here, you'll have two portals. One that takes you to Star Spires, and one that's Farpoint. Star Spires is where you're going to get the portal piece from Dr. Stella Maris. So that's for the Hollow Knight. It's the strange piece that you'll need for the Hollow Knight sculpture. And then in Farpoint will be the sculpture where you put the piece in to get to World's End, which is where the Hollow Knight is, and then that's pretty much the route that I use to go from each section. I don't know if anyone wants me to explain what I do in each section or anything like that, but if people want more detail, then I can go more detail later. All right.